top 5 things I know about the 2022 NFL season through 2 weeks. You know, this league, you don't know. You never know.
Never know.
Somebody
Week
struggled
to week
here. You never know. Like the Jets thought they were out. They're in. Kyler Murray and the Cardinals are out. He runs around for 15 seconds, scores a 2-point conversion. He winds up coming back from a 20-0 deficit at halftime.
The ball and the jersey are now in the Hall of Fame.
Is that right?
I just saw that this morning.
How about that? Because it's the longest 2-point conversion ever?
Because of just like that all the craziness that happened in that game.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
How about that?
Yeah.
And then the Dolphins are probably like, does anyone know football from our comeback? So here are the top 5 things I know about the 2022 NFL season after 2 weeks. And it dovetails into what I just kind of talked about. For the first time in a quarter century, if not more than a quarter century, the Miami Dolphins are must-see TV. Yeah. They are must-see television. Used to be back in the day, you never knew when Dan Marino would find Clayton or Duper or fake Spike his way to a win. Never knew what that passing attack could do and the defense could do, and the Dolphins would Shula on the sidelines, you know, that Miami Dolphin team. Jimmy Johnson even came in, you know, and Jimmy Johnson was on the sideline there, and there's Marino. I mean, they were just must-see. Even Jay Fiedler sometimes turned in a performance or two. You remember that Monday Nighter where Jumbo Elliott and the Jets came back? That was during the Subway Series. That was 2000.
Wow.
On that Monday Nighter in the Meadowlands. And the off day between the Mets and Yankees battling out for the World Series. That's how long ago it was. There must-see television. Man, this offense is awesome. And Tua is a hell of a story. Certainly since he's going to be facing Joe Burrow later on, 1 week from tonight. It's Tua and Burrow again. And I can't wait to see what happens with the Dolphins and their press conferences with Mike McDaniel saying stuff that you don't hear other coaches say. He doesn't do the coach speak. And he also doesn't coach the team in a conventional manner. Just, again, check out what Andrew Hawkins said on this program and what he's bringing to the equation. They are must-see. Certainly this week, taking on the Buffalo Bills, they're must-see. That's for sure. Number 4 is a mea culpa. One of the things that I know about this league now, after just 2 weeks of the 2022 season, is the Kansas City Chiefs should not be doubted. They should not be doubted.
Yep.
Their street ball playing quarterback does a lot. Their offense, you know, even though they were kept down in the first half of that Thursday night or a week ago tonight, they still came up with the points necessary with a 7th-round rookie with a pick 6. 2 guys named Watson that you probably had never heard of before, Justin and Jalen. One went up top, just like Tyreek Hill would, and another guy went 99 yards for a pick 6, and they beat up Justin Herbert with their pass rush, and they will beat you up with a relentless offensive attack. I doubted them. And it doesn't help that the team that I doubted them with is currently 0-2 going into this week, but that's number 4. The Chiefs should not be doubted. Number 3, you know, this division has the defending champs there. This division has the other team that was in the NFC Championship game last year. This division has Kyler Murray, who doesn't need an iPad to beat you. And this team has got a Seattle Seahawks team. This division has got a Seattle Seahawks team that is coached by what did Jim Brockmeyer once call Pete Carroll?
He's now that Dick Clark is no longer with us, he's our oldest teenager.
He's the world's oldest teenager now that Dick Clark's not with us anymore. Right? Geno Smith, I think, had one of the best passing games accuracy-wise and completion-wise in the history of the NFL without a team, you know,
didn't he start
scoring?
like 17 for 17
I mean,
like
he's really damn efficient. Yeah. And their running attack's going to get better when Kenneth Walker starts running it. Trust me, I know. The NFC West is totally up for grabs. I think I know this. You know, the NFC West is up for grabs. Will Seattle win it? I guess that's still not likely, but what about the rest? The Cardinals are already 2 games in to the 6-game suspension of DeAndre Hopkins, they're going to get better. Normally they start out hot and then they don't finish very well. They're going to get better. That was a huge second half for them. The Niners have Jimmy G now, and the whole Niner, Trey Lance, Jimmy G thing that we thought that could tear the team apart or asunder, that's out the window. Jimmy G in time for a Sunday nighter against Denver, former NFC West opponent in Russell Wilson. Of course, the Rams are the Rams. Number 2 on the list, top 5 things I know about the 2022 NFL season. The NFL's newest emerging rock star is Jalen Hurts. Ooh. I know this. And if you don't know it, you best recognize. You best recognize there is a new emerging rock star in the league, and it is the quarterback of the 2-0 Philadelphia Eagles. I love him. I love watching him. And, he just jumps off the screen, and he is relentless. He is going to be tough for you to stop and put on the turf. And the offense is just beginning to click. That passing attack that didn't exist last year for the league's best rushing attack now exists, and the league's best rushing attack includes the quarterback. I love him. And the thing that I would talk myself into prior to the season that I'm particularly proud of is the Eagles winning the NFC East. That's going to happen. I'm sorry, TJ. I feel it in my bones.
What's that?
I could be wrong. I said the Raiders were going to win the Division 2 in the AFC West, and man.
You also said don't trade for Giannis. If they come back and
finally do it, huh?
You also said don't trade for Giannis, but we won't bring it.
Well, I mean, that's the worst take I've ever had. But then I used it as the team name for my fantasy team that I beat everybody in this room with, and also said the Warriors were winning the championship.
Why'd you walk him into that?
Before it all happened.
You walked him into bragging.
So
you think he wouldn't have brought that up at some point?
I covered my tracks pretty damn well after admitting that was one of the worst takes I've ever had anywhere on planet Earth. Number 1. The number 1 thing I know about the 2022 NFL season after 2 weeks. The Buffalo Bills are bona fide soul snatchers. They are coming for your soul. They're not just coming to beat you. They're coming to run you over. They're coming to take your soul from you and leave you in a pile of rubble. A pile of rubble. Hey, look, the Rams rebounded against the Atlanta Falcons. No question about it. They got that win. They got the dub. I got it. But when they left the stadium that night, how do you think they felt? They're like, oh, gosh, we just raised the banner and we let another team come in and do that to us. And, oh, yeah, we're banged up at center. And, oh, yeah, we just got a pure, clear snapshot of what it will look like in order for us to repeat. And do we have that gear? I think we do. I doubt. Left him doubting. You know, we'll see what happens moving forward. Ask the Tennessee Titans how they feel right now. Malik Willis showed up in the third quarter of that game after Ryan Tannehill got pick 6. They left the Titans 0-2 with their quarterback now sitting there saying, I got to do better. I got to be better. Maybe looking over the shoulder. What's going to be happening? Are we going to go to Malik Willis if they fall to 0-3? Do we see Malik Willis a package? I mean, again, Vrabel might already be resolute in saying that's not going to happen. But the Buffalo Bills are just soul snatchers and trying to leave you in a total, complete mess. And we will see what happens in week 3. Number 5 on this list that I know about the season through just 2 games, the Miami Dolphins are must-see television. And number 1 on this list is the Buffalo Bills are coming for your souls. If they just beat up Tua and they hurt him in the same way that they've hurt everybody, and they somehow lock down, and I know their corners are hurt, and lock down Waddle and don't allow the release to Tyreek Hill, and they just say, hey, Miami, great job. Everybody, talked about you this past week. But this is our division. This is our world. You're going to have to come to us now and try and take this taste out of your mouth. Coming back not until week, what do we got, 15? Let me get this one. Week 16? No, it is actually week 15. I was right. Yep. I can't wait for this game on Sunday. And those are the 5 things I already know about this season going in. On tomorrow's show, I will do the top 5 things I have no idea about.
Fair and balanced.
I think I'm pretty resolute in this list.